Welcome to our series, Moving America Forward. Each week we'll be focusing on America's entrepreneurs as they take us to new roads, new opportunities, new ways to fill the gaps left by today's failing companies. Our series will be looking at that and a lot more. So come with me and watch as the entrepreneurs of our nation move into the future.
And I'm Doug Llewellyn here in our studios in Los Angeles with our guest today, who is the president of a company called Generations Financial Group, which is located in Maumee, Ohio. It's in the Toledo area, a suburb of Toledo. In any event, his name is Sam Foreman. It's a pleasure to welcome Sam here. Sam, nice to have you with us.
Well,
How are you today?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, listen, my pleasure indeed. Interestingly, a little while ago, you had a chance to answer some questions from William Shatner. Let's take a moment to watch a little brief portion of that to see how it went, okay? Let's watch.
I know you've been successful in your business, but what I would like to hear is just a brief capsule of exactly what it is you do and who do you do it for, and how do you see this helping America to move forward?
Well, Mr. Shatner, today many Americans are financially unhealthy. They are concerned that their lifestyle is unsustainable. So for 29 years, we have been helping these people heal their financial wounds and build for a better future through a primary care physician approach. And that, Mr. Shatner, is how we are helping to move Americans forward.
That was very good, Sam. Indeed, very interesting indeed. You know, we have heard about the primary care approach to health care. You're taking that approach to financial management, and I think this is something that's very unique. Explain to me how this works.
Well, as you know, in healthcare, primary care physician approach, I can give you a quick example. If you went to your doctor and he referred you to another doctor and he had your primary physician had you on medication,
right,
but he didn't tell the other physician what medication you were on, and that physician put you on a similar medication. In medical terminology, that would be a synergistic effect. And, well, what does that mean? Well, that means, well, it could mean it's multiplicative. When you put the two together, it's not additive. It's multiplicative, and could mean, in fact, it's your dad. But, you know, that doesn't happen very often in the medical arena because of the coordinated approach and that everybody is sharing information as they do in a hospital. I mean, can you imagine what it would be like if all the nurses didn't take notes and share them with the doctor? It'd be a disaster.
It would be a disaster. I think it's interesting you're mentioning all of this. I should point out you have a medical background. You were a medical primary care person at one point in your career.
That's correct. I worked with both heart and lung patients, and I was in diagnostics, as what my wife was as well. She was an RN in emergency room.
Okay.
And so she works with me, and it seems to work very well.
So you're kind of applying some of those principles to wealth management, and it seems to be working. Explain to me what you do with clients who come to you.
Well, the first thing is we need to understand the problem. Again, when I was a therapist, people would come into me, and I need to understand what the problem is and then figure out how do we make it better. Well, it's no different. When people come in, rather than jump to a sales position, let's understand what the problem is. It might be in the area of tax, it might be in the area of investments, and it might be in the area of estate. So I want to understand what that problem is so that we can then make it better.
You know, you didn't mention this. I'll point out, even though you do have a medical background, you have 20 years experience in the financial business.
A few more than that, but yes.
Okay, at least 20 years, a minimum of 20 plus years in the business. What primary service do you give to your clients? In other words, what do they come to you for?
Well, they're really coming for the whole concept. They want to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it and how long, and that's the problem that most of them have when I start asking them, okay, what is this investment here that you have? They can't answer that question. I can continue to ask them questions, who's running it, how long they've been there, and all those things, and they're having great difficulty. Why are you in the investment? They don't know why they're in it. How long are you going to be there? And yeah, they do have a strategy, but unfortunately, in most cases, that strategy is spelled HOPE. They're just hoping things are going to come out. And what we do is we want to analyze everything and make sure that we're doing things for a reason and that they then will know the what, the why, and the how long of everything they're doing. And that's what gives them comfort.
Because typically they're just trusting whatever financial advisor they have or whatever broker that is recommending things for them, right?
Well, that's true, and that's when I started in the business. That's the way I started as well.
Right.
But after a certain amount of time, I realized that, well, just because everybody does it this way doesn't make it right. I want to feel good about what we're doing and get to the bottom of where there might be a problem and see if we can make it better.
So what makes your approach to wealth management different than most typical wealth managers?
Well, the typical situation is people come in to an advisor who ultimately recommends that they buy a diversified investment. But the definition that I was taught by a major brokerage firm, the definition of diversified means a little large cap, small cap, medium cap, government bond, corporate bond, and wow, isn't that diversified? And I'm saying, no, that is not diversified. Mama was right. Mama said, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and all of those things in that beautiful pie diagram, all of those things are in a market basket, and that's why people got hurt so bad in 2008. They're putting all their eggs in a market basket. They need to go from a correlated, that's what I call it, a correlated approach, to a non-correlated, where this piece doesn't relate to this piece doesn't relate to that piece, but something's always working for them, and it's a lot safer. And most of our clients are either pre-retired or retired, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for something they can understand and know that, see what's going on and see the plan that's going on, doing things for a reason as opposed to just kind of, well, I hope this works.
Because their biggest concern, obviously, at that point in their life is they don't want to run out of money in retirement, right?
That's their number one concern when they come in, is they're concerned about running out of money. So again, the old school is to concentrate on accumulation. Well, we have a whole different scenario today. We're a world economy. What happens in Japan does affect us. They're the third largest economy in the world. China has now moved into the second reserve currency. So we have to pay attention to everything all of the time, and our plans can't be we can't do things the way we've always done them, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So among the services you provide, obviously estate management, wealth and estate management, you also get heavily into tax structures for them, and there's a lot there that they don't know anything about, right?
Oh, absolutely. And when they come in, since we also own a tax service, when they come in, I take them line by line through their tax return. Quite often, just with a little bit of change, we can save them money in their taxes, and that's important because every dollar you save in taxes is better than 100% return on your money, and it's guaranteed because if you don't save it, it's gone forever. If you do, it continues to grow for you for the rest of your life. And so we want to make sure that we get the free money here first. Let's make sure they're doing everything right. I quite often will see somebody that has absolutely no strategy going on. Now, that's not to say that their accountant or their CPA did anything wrong. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. You bring them your 1099s, your W-2s, your K-1s, all the deductions that you can think of, and they do a great job. My job is to do the what-if analysis. Okay, what if we did this and this and this? How would that change things? And the bottom line is, if that means that you're going to pay $200 or $20,000 less, that's worth the effort there. And so that's where we start.
When you talk about the free money, What do you mean by the free money?
Well, again, once if $200 or $20,000 is the bottom total tax line, once that's gone, it is gone forever.
Right.
And if you can save it, that's real money. That's you might as well say free money just because you know what to do. The problem that you and me and everybody else has is you don't know what you don't know. And if we just back up and accept that fact, I take the approach that I know that I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm saying is I don't know it all. Nobody else does either. Let's try to figure out, in your case, let's not do any cookie cutter approach thing. What's going on here? How do we make it better?
You know, I should point out that if he sounds very knowledgeable in this. Number one, you do radio shows. You have been doing for some time on this subject. You conduct seminars on this subject. You're really very good at explaining it. How, by the way, the bottom line is, do you do for your clients? Isn't that a typical question you would get?
How do you do
do you help them save money?
Oh, my goodness. They wouldn't be my clients very long.
Okay, right.
If I didn't.
Right.
But yes, they love what we do.
And you dig this.
Oh, I dig it. I'll tell you what, and this is not anything negative against the government, but let's face it, when they get the money, they're not very good with money.
Right. No, that's
And so
true.
I want to make sure that we're doing everything by the book, but we're following every rule that we can follow. There's all kinds of rules that people missed over the last, since 1986 Tax Reconciliation Act, but almost all the businesses took advantage of, but individuals didn't because they didn't know about it. And so I'm looking forward. What can we do in the future to reduce taxes? Because that is real money.
In addition to the seminars and everything else you do, I understand you now are about to come out with a book. Is that right?
That is correct. And within a couple months, I'm hoping that it'll be out, and it goes step by step. All the things about how to save money in taxes and how to diversify in a non-correlated way, and how to protect your assets when you're gone, or even if you went into a nursing home. And so many different ideas and examples of different things that I've come across over the last 30 years. I give a lot of examples in that book so that people understand how easy it is to make a mistake because you don't know what you don't know.
So, and obviously this is written for the average person to read and to understand what really is a very difficult subject.
I'm not writing it for advisors. I'm writing it to help people
Very good.
Do it and do it right.
Very, very good. This has been amazing. Thank you so much. Very good information, to say the least.
Thank you.
This organization represents companies across our great nation that embody the spirit, dedication, know-how, and can-do attitude which has made America the great nation that it is today. And now let's present the Keeping America Strong Award.
Now it's my honor to present this prestigious award to Sam Foreman, the president of Generations Financial Group, for the outstanding work that his firm is doing to help keep moving America forward. Sam, congratulations.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. And thank to all of Moving America Forward people, and Mr. Shatner, and all my staff and advisors, and especially my wife, Kathy, who without her, we wouldn't have Generations Financial Group. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's it for another edition of Moving America Forward. I'm Bert Tenzer. Join us again as we continue to bring you the entrepreneurs who move America forward.
I'm William Shatner, and for all of us at Moving America Forward, thanks for watching.